Hi Aries, and welcome to your March 2021 reading. My name is Gemstone and I will be doing your reading for you. Happy solar return to those Aries born in March. Today we're going to do a general guidance reading. I'm like getting back into the swing of things and it just feels super interesting. Now I know that the last video that you saw was edited and in a different manner. To be honest, I kind of bit off more than I could chew. So we're going to do it this way until I'm more in a position to be able to edit 12 videos. But until then, it will be the way that it was in terms of you just seeing my hands. As we're talking about preliminary things, down in the description box below holds your Tarotscope. In order for me to connect with your energy, I get into a meditative state and do a tarot reading. And the information that I receive, downloads that I receive, go down into that description box. So if you are looking for a tarot inception, a reading within a reading, please look down in the description box for that information. If at any point it resonates, I will definitely let you know. And it's already resonating. It's already resonating. Okay, so the energy, you know what? I'm going to stop saying that. I'm going to stop saying that. And I'm just going to direct you to the description box below and tell you what I felt in the pre-meditation. So the energy that I felt in the pre-meditation was you shining. Like you in your power. And it felt like it was well-deserved. You did work on yourself in terms of developing aspects of yourself that you felt needed to be developed. I can feel that there was a process of letting go and letting in. Of course, there's more that needs to be done, like for everyone. But yes, you were in this very independent feminine state. There was also just, it felt like a resurgence of feminine energy. I feel the sense of security with you. People want to be around you. Colleagues, your friends. It was this energy of you shining. And yes, this could represent the energy of your birthday, because that's also something that came to mind, that your birthday's coming. Maybe this is the energy of your birthday with the people that want to be around you. But there was also this energy of the younger generation looking up to you. Younger people looking up to you, and you being able to give to them in a comfortable state where you feel secure and able. Now, while all of this beautiful things, all these beautiful moments, connections were taking place, there was this energy of this person watching you not liking it at all. And they're just waiting for their moment. They feel they have you in like a checkmate. They feel like they have you in a, let me say in a checkmate. Yes, that came to yes. They felt they had you in a checkmate. And this is the energy that I'm getting here. Now, I don't know. It just feels dishonest. It feels dishonest. And I feel that's how they feel about you. That's how they feel about you. They're watching you like, look at her, or look at them. I say her because of all the feminine energy, but look at them. Yeah, okay. Something's gonna knock them off their path, and they want to be that person. And it's not that they want to take your place. They just want you to humble yourself. And with the Six of Cups, I'm getting this sense of a karmic relationship. It does feel karmic. It does feel like karma. From their perspective, they're actually thinking that they can play it. They're thinking that they can play karma. Interesting. Now, this is the Pisces card, and it's interesting because I thought of the full moon that happened on Saturday. Today's Tuesday. So the full moon that happened a few days ago, the Virgo full moon, and then also just us being in Pisces season. So this could be that the energy that I'm feeling right now, as in with this person, is happening at this time, Pisces. Like, it's just so, before I got intuition, before I got any of the significations of the card, I got Pisces and full moon. So I'm just going to take it and say that it's either the full moon brought this to light, or brought this to light to the other person and has activated this negativity within them. It feels anxious though. Ugh. I don't know if you've seen Sin City, the movie, but it feels like that yellow guy, that yellow person. That's the energy that I got from them. That yellow person from Sin City. But to the full moon. So it's either you have become aware of this person, or they have become aware of you. And with this, okay, yeah, with this, oh, good goosebumps. With this, it feels like for those that, okay, so now I'm feeling this two different ways. for those that were, it feels like, okay, how am I going to word this? It feels like, Aries, you have not been in contact with this person. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you block them. I got this like stalkerish vibe, to be honest, and I'm getting it more now. This stalkerish vibe where you are trying to get away from them. Maybe they're an ex that's just not letting go, or an ex-friend that kind of wanted to be you. At least that's what it seemed like, but they just didn't want you to have good things. That's what it feels like. For some reason, they now have access to you. They now can see what you're doing. That's what it feels like. It feels like a voyeur. Like it doesn't feel good at all, but it feels like they did not have access and now they do, and now they can see, and now they're plotting their little revenge. And that's the main energy that I'm feeling. So I know that I said that it could be two ways. I'm just going to go with what I'm feeling and say that's the energy that I'm feeling. It feels quite specific. It doesn't feel specific. It does not feel specific, although it may sound that way. All right, so let's get into your reading. After that, let's get right into your reading. This is for March, for Aries. Let's see what's happening in March for them. Today is March 1st. What's happening for Aries this March 2021? Although time is a construct existing not in this dimension. So we got the 7 of Wands, and this is just giving me this energy. Like, did you escape some kind of relationship? Did you escape some kind of relationship? I say that because this person looks like, it feels like a sigh of relief, but then who is this? Like, it's like I feel this energy of you thinking that this was over. That's what I'm feeling with the seven of Wands. This energy of, like you were on defense, you feel a sense of relief because they're on their knees, but I just don't, they feel so dishonest. The 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the 9 of Swords beneath that, with the 8 of Wands beneath that, I don't like this energy. I don't like it. I don't like it. And this feels like their energy. It's like you hurt them. Okay. And this is not the healing type of 3 of Swords. This feels like the pain. I'm feeling the barbed wire wrapped around me right now. This feels like pain. And it's like, okay, so now what am I going to do? What am I going to do? They created a plan because they're going right here with the 8 of Wands. This is them in the formation of creating a plan, and their mind is decaying. Like, I don't know if you can see that. There are worms and centipedes in their mind. It has this energy of, I'm going to get her back. I'm going to get them back. I'm going to get them back. And then beneath that, we have the 10 of Swords. So it's like, little do they know that this is their demise that's taking place, but their target is aimed at you. And of course, if we're in the state of positive, or let me say in the space of love energy, if we're on the vibe of love, negativity like this won't touch us. You won't really feel it. You won't feel it, let me say. But it still has the capacity to impact you if you let it get to you. So what I'd say, Aries, honestly, is to protect yourself. And this is not to make it sound scary or nothing, but continue existing in this positive space, because you're on a different frequency, and what they're aiming at you is not going to reach you as long as you stay there. So the energy that I'm feeling right now with the 7 of Wands and all that came out is you felt that you escaped. You felt that I don't want to say you escaped because you battled. You felt that you won the round. You won the round. But it appears that, look at the fire. And then when I noticed the fire, the 7 of Wands came back. There's fire in the background. I just feel as though you are not fully aware of what's happening. 2 sevens. I feel like you're not fully aware of what's happening. 7 represents deception, or one of the significations of 7 represents deception. So I feel like you're not fully aware of what's happening. Now, if you remain in this positive energy, this energy of you feeling powerful, you feeling secure, you feeling loving, and you feeling generous, staying in that state, looking around you, observing everything around you and not letting what you see, if you notice the fire, this person, this fox, this clever stealth energy of this person just trying to get at you. Getting in a space where you can look around, and when you notice it, to not flinch and let this get you off your path, but just to know that that's there. In the Tarotscope, I said, be prepared to have someone knock you off your path. It's just to just look around. Don't get scared. Don't flinch, because that's going to let them know that you see them. They think that you can't see them, the stealth energy. They think you can't see them, and it's because you can't. While they're in front of you, they have this plan behind you. So just take a look around. And I feel there's this sense for you to use your intuition here. Take a look around. When you notice it, don't flinch. Just notice it. Here we have the Ace of Cups. Exactly. Stay in this loving energy. Stay in your feminine energy. In terms of, this is confirmation to the feminine energy that I put in the Tarotscope, the resurgence of your feminine energy, but also to the fact of you loving yourself. It's a confirmation for many things. You loving yourself, but more importantly, it is your intuition. This is this feminine, ultra watery energy right here with the Ace of Cups. You using your intuition here. When I say look around, it's just look around within yourself, not literally look around your environment. Look around within yourself. Give yourself space to reflect, because in that space, in that feminine energy, you will then be able to receive downloads, receive intuitive insights that can let you know of potential danger or just the foolishness that's taking place around you. Does it feel dangerous? It doesn't. It just feels like a fly. It feels like a fly, like a pest. That's what it feels like, a pest. And I feel like that's how you see them. Like they were this person that was pestering you, they were bothering you, and now, they're back. It's like that energy, but just don't get into that space. I'm feeling the, they're back. Just don't get into that space, because once you get into that space, you're going to remove yourself from the pedestal that you're on, which is this ultra feminine vibe. It's like ultra, I keep using this word, ultra feminine. It's so feminine. It's so loving. It's so receptive. Stay in this energy. Stay in the feminine energy and you'll be able to see it. For Aries. Any other messages for Aries? Okay. So we have the Princess of Wands. I'm feeling really weird right now. And the Five of Discs. I'm feeling vulnerable right now. Okay, so with the Princess of Wands, this feels like your energy. And the reason why this is out, which I want to put it back in, was because it was at the bottom of the deck. And it was supporting the feminine energy. Actually, I'm going to keep it out because it feels like a support to the feminine energy. With the Princess of Wands and the Five of Discs, I'm feeling this energy of curiosity. I'm feeling this energy of you remaining in this curious state and not allowing yourself to get scattered. Okay, so I feel that the relationship that you were in with this person, whether it is a frenemy, whether it's an ex, whether it's a colleague that just hated the success that you received or the recognition that you received, because you were propped up in that Tarotscope, in the Tarotscope that I did, or in the premeditative state, I felt that you were held in exaltation. And whoever this person is, they don't like it. And they never did. But you guys had some form of a connection, a relationship. It feels like an attachment, but at the moment, it felt like a connection to you. It was something that you respected until it became a pestering mess. But during the time of your connection, I can feel that you were in this disorganized state. You were in a more disorganized state. You were kind of scattered as you were, I don't want to say accumulating, but creating organization. I'm like getting a braiding vibe. So it's like you taking all these different pieces and braiding it together to create what it is that you're working on or whatever it is that you're leading right now. That time was necessary for you to put all of the pieces that you had together. But while they were present in your life, you weren't able to get that insight to braid these 5 pieces, for example, and make it one. You were doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like kind of all over the place. You were disorganized. And since letting that go, again, whether it's a romantic relationship, leaving a job or whatever, but it feels like you're working on your own. It feels like you're working on your own, or you're in charge. Regardless, now that you removed yourself from that circumstance, you were able to get the insight to bring everything that you've been working on together to see how everything connects and make it one. But now with this energy of them coming back, it's putting you back. It could possibly put you back into that space of being disorganized and scattered. So with the Princess of Wands, I'm getting this energy of continue what it is that you're working on, because it feels like curiosity is leading you. It feels like your passion is leading you. It feels like you're doing something that you love, and this is why you have such loving energy around you and within you. But what brought you here was a period of lowness. It was a heavier moment. And what's so fascinating with these 2 characters here is they have markings on them. They have markings on them. It's like that relationship that you were in maimed you. And if this is you as well as this, it's like you got some of it off, you know, like you were able to remove some of what you felt affected you in a way that you couldn't change, like trauma. I keep hitting the light. You were able to get some of that trauma off, and this is the indication that that energy of you working on yourself and doing what it is that you need to do. So it's like to remain on your path mentally, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, remain on the flow that you're on. And when this is indication that you're going to recognize this fox. It's like the perfect image up here. When you recognize the fire behind you through downloads or however you receive this information, it could be I just got someone letting you know, like a friend saying like, oh, so and so is talking about you or whatever. Once that moment happens, to not let that get you off your track. Like I keep getting that. Don't let it get you off your track. All right. I do want to wrap this up. So let's see. Are there any more messages for Aries for March 2021? Any more messages for Aries? Are there any more messages for Aries? Are there any more messages for Aries? No. Okay. Back to that. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just summarize everything because this feels like the ending of it. This is great. And inside of my mind, internally, I was wondering, this feels like such a weird space to leave this. And here comes the ending with the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. All right. So you were in this weird connection. I'm getting, what's that movie called? And so many different movie references. What's that movie called? Single White Female. The energy of single white female, but then also the energy of a stalker. Okay, so the 2 movies, Single White Female and the yellow guy from Sin City. That energy. But then there's like this stalkerish vibe, like this stalker person. I don't have an example to give you right off the top, but Sin City I was given, as well as Single White Female. You were in this connection. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a frenemy situation. It could be a colleague that was someone that was at the job that you at the job before you and was kind of a help to you. They said, oh yeah, like ask me anytime you need help. But they didn't have sincere intentions. Regardless, you were in this connection. During this time, you were accumulating your wealth, or I don't want to say necessarily your wealth, although it is that, but it was more of the things that you like to do. It feels like a hobby. It feels like something that lights your fire, but they were all separate. They were all separate. They were all separate. And during this time, you were balancing a lot of different things. And this is why you weren't able to necessarily feel the insincerity or the disingenuousness coming out of this individual. So as time went on, they revealed themselves. You were able to focus enough on the fact that this is just not something that you want to give your attention to because it just doesn't feel right. While you did put your focus on them, you took your attention away from the things that you wanted to do. So you could see that this was a toxic situation. This wasn't something that was for your highest good. Now, over time, as you distance yourself away from them, you realized and saw the connection between all the things that you were doing, and you started to learn to braid. You learned to braid all of the interests that you have into one. And now you have this one massive braid that is a connection or amalgamation of all the things that you like to do. And you're sitting in your power. Now, here comes this reading, or the Tarotscope that I did. So now in the Tarotscope, you're feeling good because you've been working on yourself. You've been accumulating your wealth through doing what it is that you love. And your wealth is you feeling good on the inside, recognizing your values, as well as having monetary things to give away. People want to be around you. Your friends want to be around you. And it feels like you're real friends. You may be being reconnecting with your real friends because during this weird time, you weren't really close with them. For those specifically in a romantic relationship is what I'm getting. Now, you're reconnecting with your friends. People are looking up to you. You're feeling really good and independent and secure, which is something that you've been wanting and not feeling in the past. And now that you're in this space, it feels great. You're also feeling feminine and beautiful and loving. There's this person that's watching you, and this person is that person that you left in that connection. They're watching you, and they are upset they're upset at the state that you're in. You had a period of disconnection, but they just got connected with you and they're now seeing you in this wonderful state. I think during the time of the disconnection, they thought you fell apart. But now that they see that you haven't, this has them feeling like they need to knock you off of your path. Now, here comes this reading. So what I just explained, sorry, I apologize if this is all disorganized, but the way that I'm feeling it is so many different things. What I just described was the Tarotscope, which is down in the description box below. Now here is the energy of you coming out of that situation, feeling like you left not necessarily unscathed, but you didn't get hurt, but you don't recognize the fire behind you because you're focused on this person bowing down, and they're doing so in a way to distract you. It's very deceptive. Now, what's working for you is the fact that currently you, again, are in this loving state. You're giving to yourself and therefore you're giving to others. You're able to water and nurture with the Empress. Nurture what you have going on around you and within you, and you're in this loving state. This is the state that you need to stay in order to receive the message of the energy that is trying to knock you off your path. This is the proof of you leading whatever it is that you're leading. And also, this is that I'm going to call it a tattoo. The tattoo that is on you from the situation that you left. This is the reminder of it right here. And it coming out with the Princess of Wands is letting you know to remain in this confident energy. You've worked a lot on yourself and you've removed a lot of that tattoo or a lot of those markings, and you're getting to a place of real solidified, established security. Continue to work on yourself, because if you come off of that, you're going to get back into that insecure space and get scattered all over again, because that energy has not grown. It's not coming back in a way that's meant to help you. They want to destroy you. They don't want to see you happy. Now here, to end this reading, is you leaving this connection. It feels like a karmic cycle, and you are getting to the end of it. You are getting to the end of it, but it's coming back. And I wouldn't be surprised with the Six of Cups coming out twice if they also tried to come back in a loving way. Maybe they added you something very subtle that felt like, oh, okay, like maybe they changed. They gave you the vibe that maybe they changed during the Mercury retrograde. I'm getting this vibe. Anyway, continue moving away from this person. Like, continue moving away, continue detaching from those feelings, continue working on yourself and staying in that space of love. It will protect you and it will keep you focused on what it is that you need to be focused on, because this person that is in this person's bad news. That's just really what it is. Aries, thank you for those that have followed along on this riveting tale of your March 2021. Please let us know in the comments down below how this resonates with you. Please let me know if you like this video. Please like it, and if you like this type of content, please subscribe. I come out with videos at least once a month, but if it's going to be in this manner, I'll be able to do this in a love reading towards the middle of the month. All right? I'll see you in the middle of March. Take care and just continue loving yourself and everyone around you, but stay on guard. All right, take care.